Howdy y'all, and welcome to Jab playing Satisfactory Plus 1.1. That's right, you heard me right. Satisfactory Plus is now available in 1.1. Well, for some people. I have early access. It will be available to the public in the near future. Christmas has come in July. Yes, it has. Well, it's almost July. Alright, we've landed on the planet. I have decided instead of into the desert, we do the rocket desert. We just dismantled the pod and got our Xeno Zapper in our hand and everything, and we need to find citrite ore. Right? It's not iron, it's citrite, and we should have some right off here in the distance. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab that. All right, there are going to be a couple technical little glitches and stuff like that. Like this is darker than what it should be. This is an early access build. It's okay. We'll get there.
Next to
but minor technicalities. We may run into a couple of issues here and there, but like I said, it's early access and it's okay. The fact that I can play it on 1.1, I can deal with it. All right, so first thing we do is we're going to knock up all these little chunks here, and then we're going to build the hub. And I feel like this is probably one of the best places to kind of get this going. So let's build a hub right here. It takes 20 of the citrite ore. And there we go. Now, Ada, we don't want to know, right? I can explain it to the people. All right, so we got our skeleton down, and there's our hub. Hub's telling us we need 10 rods, and you're just like, all right, how do we make 10 rods? All right, so in Satisfactory Plus, what you have to do is you have to take, we've got to hand crush it, right? And then we'll turn the ore into crushed citrite. And then after we turn it into crushed citrite, we can turn it into ingots. Now, we will be able to build machines that'll automate this, but as you can see, there are some extra steps along the way, and there will be many extra steps along the way. That's the one thing I love about Satisfactory Plus, is it takes everything that's cool about Satisfactory and gives you more of it.
hop up.
So now we can do upgrade 2. We're going to need rods, plates, and iron wire. And you're like, wait a minute. What do you mean iron wire? Well, hang on a second. I'll explain it to you. We got a box. Yes, there's iron wire. So the way iron wire is made is just simply, getting rods, turning the rods into iron wire. And the plates are just simply ingots into plates, right? So we did unlock the ability to make an equipment shop. So we will go ahead and make an equipment shop really quick. And put one down, spin it around, kind of like that. And we want to get some portable miners made. So let me grab a list. And I'll make 8. And give me a few minutes and I'll get this knocked out. All right, guys, we got the pieces and parts to make the portable miners, and we're just cranking them out really quick. There's 7, there's one more, and we got 8. And the beautiful thing about portable miners is that they do the work for us. So we can put 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And here's the other thing. If you ever wondered what the size of the portable miners are, let's see if, yeah, right? The portable miners are actually bigger than I am, or they're about the same size as I am, right? So yeah, and this proves right here that we are in 1.1. So yeah, that's the one thing I like about this is now we get perspective on the size of what this is. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there here. We're going to wait until these are done. We're going to pick them up and then we'll go to the next step. All right, we're done handcrafting and we've got all the pieces and parts to send up to Ada to make her happy. And there we go. We'll send that off. And yes, we know, Ada, you want to tell us all about it, but we just don't want to hear it right now. All right, so the next upgrade is we need to make copper parts, right? So the first thing we got to do is we have to find out what copper is. It's called kaolinite. We need to scan for it, and we should have some off into the distance over here, relatively close. Now I will tell you that I have monsters turned off, right? And the reason why I have monsters turned off is, you know, Satisfactory Plus is hard enough, and I just, you know what, I don't need to be fighting things. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a couple of these miners, let them do their thing, and I'll wait until I've got about 100, you know, about enough to make 100. All right, we got a little over 100. We're gonna head back over to the hub, and we're gonna see what we unlocked on the kaolinite. The kaolinite will turn into copper. You know, it's a little dark in here. So let's look at the crafting bench, and it's the same thing. We've got to hand crush it, right? After you hand crush it, we can turn it into copper ore. All right, we're turning it into copper ingots. It's 2 to make 2, so it's basically 1 for 1. I didn't look at that, and it's 1 for 1 over there. So there we go. We'll go ahead and bang these out really quick. All right, the copper rods is 2 for 3. And the wire is 3 for 5. So, you know, you figure it out how that math works. But we need 15 of these and 10 of those. And then what else do we need? All right, plates and wires. That shouldn't take too terribly much. We need 20 plates, and these go in 4, so that won't take very long. And then we need iron wire, which means we iron rods, and I think it's what, 15. And Bob's your uncle, just like that. We got it all knocked out, and yeah, boom, 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 boom. Hit that.
Hub upgrade 3.
All right. Now we need to unlock. Oh, so if we do this, we get 3 inventory slots, conveyor belt, spoles, lifts, a crusher, and then we learned about crush stuff and tin. Ooh, interesting. All right, what did we unlock? We unlocked Lazerite, constructors, and poles. So let's go find out where where the Lazerite is. Yo. All right, it looks like there's some Lazerite out here, and for you guys that don't know what Lazerite is, it's equivalent to limestone, right? There are nodes in Satisfactory Plus that are going to be new to you, and then some things are just going to be called other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our handy dandy portable miners, drop 2 of them over there, and wait until we got a bunch. And yeah, I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Yo, I want to give a shout out to all the farmhands out there. You guys' support and love is amazing. It inspires me to continue to make content for you guys, and you guys rock. All right, we're back at the hub. So with the Lazerite, we can turn it into handcrafted concrete, right? Or we can take the citrite ore and turn it into handcrafted stone. Right now handcraft concrete is the only way I can make concrete right now. So let's go into here. Let's hit this. We need concrete, so we don't have enough to make 50. All right, so let's make the plates. And we got cable. Cable basically works the same way as it does. You need to take copper rods, bang it into copper wire, and then take the copper wire and turn it into cable. So that's nothing new. It's just extra steps along the way. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and bang out the iron plates that we need. We need 30 iron plates. Now the great thing is, hey, it doesn't take long to do this. We need to go back over to the Lazerite and grab more stuff out of the miners, but at least the miners are doing the job for us. The question is, am I going in the right direction? I believe I am. Yeah, we're going in the right direction. And I tell you what, I do like the way this the game's looking in 1.1. It's looking crisp and clear and pretty. And let's grab all that. All right, I'll see you guys at the hub. All right, we're back at the hub. Let's get our 50 concrete really quick. Oh, this can take a minute. All right, we got our 50. Let's put it in the box. Bang, bang, bang. Off you go. We are getting there.
Upgrade 4.
Yeah. We know about it, Ada. All right. So, what did we unlock? We unlocked conveyor poles, belts, crusher. All right. We got crusher. We got tin ingots, and all kinds of cool stuff that we're gonna have to figure out. All right. So, upgrade 5. We're gonna need. We're gonna have to figure out how to make 10 plates. All right. Beautiful. So we got this thing called a crusher, and let's go ahead and see what does it take to make it. Do we have what we need to make it? Kind of. All right, screws are made out of rods, so there's nothing new there. And we'll talk about the tin and all the other stuff, so give me a few minutes. I'll get this all knocked out, and then we'll put down the crusher, and I'll show you what it does. All right, let's see if I can find a cool place to put down a crusher. Just for now, this is relatively flat. We'll put this down right here, and I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is a chunky boy. And if you don't know what I mean by chunky boy, what are you looking at? Right? Compared to me, this is me. That's the building. Yep. She is pretty big. And we can ooh and ah at it. It's got 2 inputs. It's got 2 outputs. And we can make crushed diorite, crushed kaolinite, crushed lazerite. Right now, we're going to look at this. So it takes 60 a minute of citrite ore. It gives us 60 crushed diorite, and it gives us 25 crushed stone. I don't know how to say this. I just call it stone. Basically, that's what it is. It's 4 megawatts. So it's just as simple as, can we get... I'm missing cable. Alright, fine. I thought I had enough cable, evidently. There's just not enough cables in the world, sir. I'm not quite sure why I needed 2 cable, but... there we go. I gotta grab biomass. So interesting thing that was pointed out to me that I didn't know when I was making other videos. If you hold the E button down while you're running, it continues to pick it up, right? I don't have to spam the E button and break my keyboard. I can't remember who told me in the comments in one of my previous videos, but there's a tip for you. All right, so then all I got to do is come in here and be like, throw some of that in there. We'll come over here and we'll grab this, and we'll put this into here, and I'll show you how this works. Oh, while I'm at it, I probably need 2 of these, and I don't know, a few of those. So let me make those really quick, and then I'll show you how the machine works. So as I was saying, there's 2 outputs, right? And there's 1, there's 2. The stone's gonna come out on the left, the ore's gonna come out on the right, and or the crush is gonna come out on the right. And here's the cool thing and the frustrating thing. As you're working with these things, if one of these gets clogged, the machine will stop working. So you have to make sure that you're basically, taking care of stuff and getting it out of the way. Let me clear this. So, that's the thing. So now you're just like, all right, Jab, what can we do with the crushed? Well, the crushed can be put into a smelter. So now if we put a smelter down, which, give me a second. Let me go get the pieces and parts to make a smelter. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and put the smelter down. That'll work. And while we're at it, I'll put down a constructor. Kind of like, we'll put it there. And I put it down backwards. That's not right. We have to have the right end facing. So now if I take these and erase those, we should be able to straight belt that one into there, that one into there. Let me get me a power pole down here. Let's disconnect from there, grab this, and I'll show you something cool. These some of the machines will daisy chain, some of them won't. So now that we got all that, I can come in here and I can say, hey, I want to make impure ingots, and it takes 30 crushed cerite, and it makes 30 ingots. Not a problem. And on the other side, we can say, hey, we want to make concrete, and the crushed stone will make us concrete. 45 comes in, 15 goes out. Is it the greatest? Is it the greatest in the world? No, but it's automation and it gets it going, and we get better recipes in the future. So the other thing is, we wanted to look at, all right, how do we make tin? I'm glad you asked, and then I'll show you. So if we come in here, we can make impure tin out of crushed cerite, right? So crusherite, the crusher gives us the ability to make 10 ingots, and 10 ingots will give us 10 plates. Oh, hang on a second. 10 ingots plus iron plates gives us 10 plates. Well, isn't that special? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and gather all the resources that we need to be able to do upgrade 5. And when I get it all taken care of, I'll bring you all back. All right, I've just about got everything that we needed. The one thing I want to show you about the 10 plates, it's 9 ingots and 6 that makes 12. So even though it's a lot of pieces, it goes by really quick. And boom, Bob's your uncle. We got everything that we need. Just hit that, hit that, hit that, hit that. Pop the box and send it into space.
Hub upgrade.
And there we go. That takes care of that. So upgrade 6 is we need to make 10 rods, which I haven't showed you how to do that. This will unlock the map, space elevator, biomass burners, wind turbines, copper bus bars, iron sheaths. Hey, new stuff we've never had before. So yeah, this is the thing that I love about Satisfactory Plus, is that we get new things. So to make 10 rods, it's 2 ingots make 1 rod, right? Other than that, did we unlock anything kind of cool in here? Oh, the storage containers. We did unlock the ability to make reinforced plates. And modular miners. All right, so we'll talk about the miners here in a little bit. Let me go ahead and get the stuff that we need. Well, what do we actually? What is it that we need? I'm glad you asked, Jab. All right, I'll get all this stuff and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, we got all the pieces and parts. All we gotta do is load the box up, hit the button.
Hub upgrade 6.
And hey, we have completed. We completed poop. All right, we've got the shuttle coming down. All right, and while we're at it, I don't need that anymore. And we can. Here's like, all right, what does the hub look like now? All right, so here's. I thought I cleared the list. Maybe I didn't. All right. So now here's the milestones that we have, right? In tier 1, we've got base building, which gives us foundations and walls. We got ore sorting, which will give us iron ingots, copper ingots, and tin ingots. Notice how they don't say impure anymore in this thing called a sorter. Parts assembly. So we get assemblers, we get tinned sheets and rotors. Logistics 2, we get this thing called a Mark II belt drive, which means, a piece that we have to make that you guys don't know anything about, plus Mark IIs and splitters mergers. We got field research that gives us the MAM and biofuel. We got windows, sand, cool. Yes, believe it or not, we can get us a Mark I blueprint designer in tier 1. In tier 2, we've got basic bronze productions, so bronze ingots, bronze pipes, bronze beams, bronze plates, bronze frames, tin wire, all new stuff. We got advanced biomass production, which is basically we can take this green water and turn it into stuff. We get a mini water extractor here, a filtrator, this pump here, plus all this other stuff that we know. We get advanced sorting, so we get crushed copper, crushed zinc, magnesium granules, zinc ingots. Hey, solar cells, solar panels, smart plating, awesome shop stuff. Now this was cool because there's a awesome storage. It's like a storage and a sink built into one. We got modular miners that we can put a smelter onto in here and concrete, and then there's a Mark II thing. So there's all of that. Now I know what you guys are wondering. You're just like, well, Jab, what does it take to make a space elevator? We have it, right? So let's go in here and look. Space elevator. We're gonna need 75 bronze frames, 100 modular frames, 200 tin plates, 500 concrete, and a buttload of screws. Nothing too terribly hard to do at this point. But at this point, I have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. We landed on the planet. We found a place that basically, if I open up the map now, I found a place that we have, well, do it this way. That, and that. So we've got all these ores relatively near to us, and yeah. The world is our oyster at this point. Now we just have to figure out how we're going to go about things. And just thinking out loud, I think that the best thing to do is just to get us a bootstrap, right? This isn't even a starter base. This is just starting. But I'm thinking about a bootstrap, right? To where we can get miners up and just basic productions of rods, sheets, screws, concrete, and, wire and cable. Just that, right? Just to get that going so that we can get that going so we can make foundations and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking right now. All right, guys, if you made it this far and you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, right? Likes, comments, suggestions. What would you do next? Would you go into foundations next? Would you go into power next? I'm always open for suggestions. All right, guys, if I don't see you in between now and then, have a fantastic week. And as always, happy farming.